Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome. Great glory, great praise. Yes, yes, beloved. We have quite a lot to talk about today. And as you may know, some of you that, crap. There you go. Oh, crap. What is this thing? Nope, rehearse. Some of you may know that some of you may know what's going on over there in um, California. Anybody aware what's going on over there in California? Terrible, terrible. Those are hurricanes, okay? They are calling them cyclones or bomb cyclones or atmospheric river. Those are hurricanes. All right? Those are hurricanes. That's what happened. Okay, so it's very bad. Okay, we will let me go ahead and play. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get the video. Okay, this is what's going on over there in California. The weather is unbelievably destructive over there. Okay.
But we're going to start with this. It's a developing situation for millions in California due to the latest in a series of brutal storms. They have been hit by waves of torrential rain causing, look at these shots, massive flooding, landslides, and power outages. More than 30,000 people are under evacuation orders, and at least, unfortunately, 17 people have died in these storms since late December.
17 people
in hard-hit Santa Cruz
died.
County, that's south of San Francisco, with more on the story. Carter, good morning. The pictures are amazing to look at. Frightening, too.
Yeah, and just look at this behind me. I mean, this used to be a beach right here, and now it's just a mess of logs and debris. Just imagine what it was like when that huge surf slammed all this stuff into homes and businesses further inland. Rivers are swollen and still rising. Even when the rain stops, the water is still there. Massive cleanup efforts are underway just as the state braces for more drenching storms through next week. Across California, crews are working to restore access to highways and roads cut off by landslides. Strong winds knocked out power to more than 160,000 customers. In Santa Cruz County, Michael Lillis is boarding up for the next storm after his beachfront home was hit by a huge wave.
Then this water and debris came in, almost knocked me off my feet. So this is off the 99. Look at that car.
In the Central Valley, the storm damage is growing in scale. Floodwaters overtook vehicles and overwhelmed neighborhoods. Same story further south in Santa Barbara County. This rock slide shut down a highway, and our Elise Preston is there.
The earth here is so saturated, and many communities are living on steep hillsides. On residential streets in Santa Barbara, crews spent much of the day reopening roads closed by mud and flooding. This rock slide shut down a state highway. It will take crews a while to clean this mess up.
Firefighters flew in to rescue a person trapped by the Ventura River, which hit its highest level ever.
I've never seen anything like this in all my 41 years living in the city.
We lost our home and all of our belongings that we had.
In Los Angeles, as floodwaters swamped cars in the mud, and the LA River was up to the brim. Even some commuters at Union Station had to get their feet wet. Workers ferried others through the water on a cart. Let's not forget, California is still in the midst of a severe drought, and all of this rain is helping. Some reservoirs are filling up right now, but the vast majority of all this water ends up right here behind me in the ocean. Hey.
Okay. You heard what he said? We all know that California is suffering for a severe drought, but most of the water is coming too much and too fast because the soil is so dry when it comes, and then it's too much. It's just like the ground turn into like a concrete. It becomes soft and smooth like concrete, and the water just run and then fell back in the ocean. The soil did not have time to absorb the water so it can recycle it, fill up the reservoirs and other things. It's just so much that it literally it literally fell into the ocean. Okay, so we are well aware and we know exactly what's going on. Okay, this is not being done by men. This is not being done by the elites. This is not being done by 83. We had warned the people all the time. Most of the time, we told them that those things are happening because of the things that they did unto us, and the mighty one is taking revenge because you are guilty. In California, if it's not the fire, it's this. Okay, if it's not the fire, it's this. Now, those people could have get this during the fire season. Whoa, when the fire was ravaging the place, they didn't get it. See, this thing is very bad over there. 17 people, so to speak, they already record that or no more. And they really don't want to tell the people about it. They don't want to tell the nation. Now, I will come back to the whole weather related in California. The black judge is not taking any prisoner. Okay. Before we move in, which one of you know where the black judge reside? Which house that he reside, and which planet that he stay on? Because we want to tell the people who see when the Mosai give you things to study, there's a reason for that. Okay, which house and which planet? That's right, Capricorn and Saturn. Capricorn and Shabbatai. Remember, the zodiac are called houses, or they are called schools or place. Okay. Now, are we still in Capricorn, or are we in Pisces? Is that what that is? We're in Capricorn. We will enter Pisces. Or still are we in Aquarius? Or which one we are right now? We're still in Capricorn, right? All right, still in Capricorn. Good. Now, even before way that we talk about, the masters, they had release information unto us where the black judge, aka Cain's brother, where he live at, the house of Capricorn, and we know Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the highest planet. Okay, Saturn is not only the highest planet, and it is the heaviest planet. Okay, and then the ring around Saturn and all that. Remember the book? Remember the book of the ring around Saturn? Remember the good old doctor that he said, "This is I see black people getting off." And then he said he saw those spaceship or over most of the time he saw them around the ring around Saturn. He said the chariots are the one that are making the ring around Saturn. Why Saturn or Shabbatai, excuse me, is the Shabbatai is like the frontier. Once you cross Shabbatai, okay, you leave the human, so to speak, the human circle, because Shabbatai is like the very first planet, the heaviest, the judgment, the justice. That's what Shabbatai is there for. Okay, when that fellow said when doing the interview, well, in the book we had, which one of you download the book? We had put it in our community. Uh, um, we had put the book in our community page. Anybody saw, remember, or download it? Okay, we had put the book probably at least I would say a year ago. A year ago. Yeah, some of you may read that book. They are pretty good information in there. What he mentioned, he said within a certain year, okay, those things gonna be there. Okay. Um he said those things are going to be there, like they are going to be present here. They are coming. He said that they are coming. They when the women ask him, okay, if there are spaceship, if there is vehicle, if there are certain things going around, they must be piloted by certain beings. They must have certain people in there. And then he said, yeah, he did not want to answer the question, beloved, because the question it was kind of like embarrassing, and then it was kind of like heavy. But he danced around it a little bit, and they say, okay, well, if you want to know, if you want to know what's in there, like I tell anyone, uh, there is but anyway, there is one picture there that show black people getting off. And the woman like, you mean dark skinned people? She said, not dark. He said, not dark, black, 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 really, really very black. And you can see, brethren, the fear. And this gentleman, you can see that he know exactly what. After that, right after the interview, I never heard of the good Dr. Norman Berggrund. Is that what that is? Norman Berggrund. And then he was talking about those things that he saw, those ships, those chariots that he saw around Saturn, Shabbatai. Why Shabbatai? Remember, Cain's brother haven't get his proper justice yet, because that's when the thing happened. He was the first victim. He was buried during the cycle of quote unquote Capricorn. And that is why we've been telling the people Capricorn, especially Shabbatai, it's nothing to F with. Okay, the house of Capricorn, there's a lot of things there. I passed there, but I haven't really stay in the house of Capricorn and study. I kind of like, how they say this again? It's like I was raised with the Shabbatite energy. Okay, I was raised with the Shabbatite energy. So I haven't fully go to their school or to their houses and learn everything that they learn. But I know for a fact the element of earth, stable, strong, heavy, the colors black, the metal is lead, the heaviest. Okay, and all those things, they belong to the house of Capricorn, which is ruled by Shabbatite, so to speak. Now we had not prophetized, but we had mentioned before to the 83 that there are no way around this thing. You will not escape this. One of the main reasons why we say this, if you are looking at the news, okay, somebody remind me at the end of the prayer to play the video concerning another excess death related to Australia. We may want to play the whole thing. It's 16 minutes. We may want to play the whole thing to make our point clear, okay, by Dr. John Campbell over there in the UK. Somebody remind me of that. Now, before we move to the next point, the reason why we say the the black judge would think no prisoner. Some of you are you aware that there are certain people, I will not say the name because once those people are in this area, I do not want to disturb them. I do not want to pull them out and say their name. All right. There is two women, two black women, so to speak. Our people have this Stockholm syndrome. If the person is black, that means he's one of us. He's our brother. He's our sister. Okay. Those are very great supporter of the enemy. Okay. They'll blast their own people. All right. They will sell out their own people. They will talk bad and then they will throw their own people under the bus, okay, to satisfy quote unquote the enemy. And one of them the other day, she's no more. She was only 51 years old, a young woman. Well, she transferred. She recently transferred from being a virgin into a full-grown woman. Okay, that woman is no more. And a lot of people, I saw a lot of channels out there. Okay, they are like sympathize with this demon. Listen, man, anybody that raised their hand upon the children of the mighty one, anybody that joined unto the enemy, willingly join unto the enemy, those are not your sisters, those are not your brothers. They are not. I don't care what color their skin is, get a light black, brown, black, they are not your people. They are not your people. Those you don't know the kind of damage those people have been doing to your community, to our community. You think they just sit there on TV? They're just saying things. Those people do things, brothers. They give some of our people, some of our children. They literally give them for certain other things, and you sit there feeling sorry for them. Are you serious? Do you have the slight idea what those people do? The amount of quote unquote the red liquid they have to verse certain people that look like them. They certain days they will bring our little children and do stuff to them because they want this money and they don't care about you, and you sympathize with those people because I don't have the same quote unquote political view. That has nothing to do with politics. That has nothing to do with politics at all. Are you out of your mind? Do you know what those people are responsible for? Do you know that they can't get to us until or unless they get somebody that look like us? That's how they were able to destroy us. Sympathize with demon? Do you know that the good book said if you join hand in hand with the wicked, you will be destroyed with the wicked? Do you know what those people are doing to your children, our brethren, our sisters to get power? Do you know what kind of lift those people are going just to get a butter biscuit? Humiliating our people? Coming out, those are the Trump supporters, okay? Those are the Trump supporters. As long as you speak good about, we have plenty of them are enemies. You have plenty Trump supporters that are enemies because they truly believe Trump is a savior because he speaks against the Illuminati or the elite. They're still in this garbage. You have plenty of them. I'm still receiving email about like black Trump supporters. You know how terrible those people are? That's why I never really talk about celebrities and stuff like that because the most I lift up their skirt, I saw their shame. I saw what they do. I saw what they can do. That's why whatever they do out there, I never support them, whether they're a basketball player, whether they're a singer, whether they're this or that. I never support them because I know what they do. They've done all those things. They are the only people that can play two cards. You see, if Bill Gates come out there and say something that is quote unquote for our people, we still will reject him because he look like the enemy. Even though they say, well, black folks are angels, they are the children of the mighty one, and then he died, our people will still beat him. But they say he can't do this. They have to send quote unquote somebody that look just like us to lead us astray. Do you know sheep do not follow wolf? They follow other sheep. or a shepherd like. So they will send a wolf in sheep clothing in the midst of you. That was a wolf in sheep clothing. The same bull will happen when that other one, what's her name again? She's that Jamaican half woman. Her name is Ryan with Dance, or Dance, Key Dance, whatever her name. When she's gone, you will see a bunch of people. Oh, I did not agree with her political stuff, but we need thoughts and prayer for her and stuff. Are you out of your mind? Do you know what those people are doing to our people? Those are skin folk, man, and that's why I despise the whole black conscious movement, because anyone that are black, as long as your ass is black, then you are people. Then you are good. No matter what you did to our people, no matter what you do to our people, you still our brothers. We still love you. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. We ain't gonna bring this garbage here, man. This person is in the horrible things because this person was involved doing horrible and terrible things to our people. Those are the same people, ancestors, that used to take our little babies and then give it to the masters and go put it in the mouth of alligators. You have compassion and sympathy for those people? You want them to be redeemed, to sit next to you? A person that been doing things like that, okay, that literally rape your children from your hand, throw it to an alligator and laugh with the masters. Okay, that person was the one who go around in a slave quartets and find out where the babies are and then report it to the master. They take our children and do all those things, and then now our people sympathize with this person and pray in thoughts and prayer for her and her family because we didn't have the same It's all about politics now. Is that what that is? Is that what that is now? It's about politics, okay? Because she's Republican, I'm Democrat, I understand it. No, man, I understand my people, man. That's why our people, we need to get off that backward way of thinking. If anybody remotely look, I see our people fighting over that woman that's supposed to be with Prince Harry or whatever over there, because somewhat they heard she had some black lineage or some black whatever in her, therefore made her a black woman. The moment you say she's a black woman, he's a black man, and our people lose their goddamn mind. They left the Most High, they left everything, they go worship those people. Oh, Big Levi, he's this, is that, she's this, is that, man. That has nothing to do with the work, man. That has nothing to do with all of those people done terrible things, man. You got people that look just like us. They've done horrible and terrible things to our people, man. Those are the same people that sold us out. And you in there promoting them because, I don't know, they are black. Nah, man. None of this nonsense, all right? Forgive me, beloved brethren. Sometimes things get, a little out of control. It's just like most of the people don't know what other you do. You don't know what. Listen, man. When those people, let me close with this. Then we say the prayer. When you go to those 83s, you go look for powers, and they will bring you to their entities. They ain't gonna ask you for like some homeless Negro in the street. They ain't gonna ask you for some broken down women that their life is already done. They will ask you for the cream of the crop, the best of the best, the most beautiful, smartest black women, black men, black children, black boys in the community. They will ask you for the child that you don't want to give. You think like you're going to give this child that you hate. No, they want the best. And those people don't care. They'll give the best, man. They give certain things. They rely on people. You have no idea what those people do. You think those jobs they are getting, they just go over there and start sucking ass, and then they give them those jobs. They do a lot of stuff, man. They want the best of the best. What kind of vampire that will drink pig blood instead of fresh human, a well healthy Human blood. They won't settle with pig's blood, man. You're bringing in pig now. Yo, I don't want this. They can go anywhere and get any freaking pig, man. They want the human that is well healthy, well fed, nice and stuff, beautiful and pretty. They'll drink this blood because there's more nutrient in there. Our people, man. Anyway, great glory. Yes, indeed. Today is Kokav. Yes, today is the day of Kokav, the day of intellect. We say great glory, great praise go to the mighty one. Thank you, Heavenly One, for giving us more information. Thank you for opening our eyes. And yes, thank you for taking those people one by one. The prince of Mr. Constantine, so to speak, was the last king of Greece. He died at age 82. As you can see, beloved brothers and sisters, even way before December the 31st, ever since the Benedict, the true Pope, was no more, and then a lot of things being happening, and we had a 28-year-old a young woman, she heart failure, she died. Then again, we will play a video, we'll play the whole 16 minutes out of it, so the nation, the people will know that this thing is no joke. The mighty one is indeed in the midst. The black judge is taking no prisoner. Cain's brother is there. He is here looking for his vengeance, looking for his revenge. Beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, we must understand when the enemy do something to you. We must know when the enemy is sending people that look just like us to kill us, murder us, harass us. And then when those people are no more, when the mighty one, we've been praying for the Holy One to deal with them. We pray that the mighty one deal with them so we can catch a breath. And when the mighty one deal with them, and we cannot go over there and feel sorry for those people, brethren. We cannot go out there and feel sorry and pray for them and have them in our thoughts and prayer. We cannot tell those people to rest in peace, brethren. Because they've done terrible things. Do you know what that is? Do you know who you are? Most of our people truly do not know who they are. Do you know the value that you have? You are above any high value men or women because of who you are. Do not let anyone raise their hand upon you anymore or talk to you any kind of way that they feel or they want to. You have power that is beyond anything any other human being could possibly ever imagine. Use it. It's time for you to fight back. It's time for you to say, oh, hell no, not this time. The reason why you keep getting into the same thing over and over because you never learned your lesson. How could you? How could you? The mighty one is fighting for you because of the color black. Because of somebody kind of look like you. They look like us. And you give that person the ultimate pass. You literally get off your seat. You let this person sit in your seat. You literally give that person the food that you were eating. You give it to her when she was the one who was burning, hiding, stealing your food and try to make you starve. We cannot move on with this mindset, brethren. When judgment is here, judgment is here. Wherever that did things will be judged accordingly. There's misdemeanor, there's crime, there's grain theft, there's all level of crime and punishment or whatever. We did not commit the same crime as those people. We have traffic violation. Those people have murdered in their record. There's felony. They got terrible felony. We have a moving violation. All we have to do is pay a $20 fine, or we pay a $400 fine. That's it. Those people has way more than that. We didn't do the same thing that they did. Then why are you aligning yourself with them? Why are you joining unto them? That's true. The same thing, they go with those people that form community out there. They go against our reproduction. They speak against our women. They speak against our black men, our men, the men of the Most High. They speak against their members. They speak against their third leg. They go and associate themselves with the opposite, with the same thing. And then once they get arrested in another or the foreign country, and our people lose their goddamn mind. Those are the people that are going in our community purposely infected our people with disease so they can kill them just to please their masters. And then when it happens to them, our people lose their mind. Beloved, there are great consequences for those things, man. We cannot keep doing that. You must know and identify your enemy, whether they are your same skin color, different skin and stuff. You must see through the spirit, and better yet, through the action of this person. Just because you look like us, talk like us, doesn't mean you're one of us. Heavenly One, as we are seeing, the president of Brazil right now is in the hospital over here in South Florida. We see their kings, their prince, they are not living well, and we see the entire world is upside down. We see that the house of Capricorn is doing a great job. Shabbatite is moving from Pisces, I believe, or from Capricorn into Pisces. So a lot's going on. The judgment is here. Pluto will be there on March. A lot of things going on. There's nothing the so-called the enemy can say now that can distract us. We read the stars. We know they are talking about us. We know they are talking about our ministry, talking about how our people get together, beloved. We cannot break rank now. Just because somebody that look like us, somebody that like they don't even that person made it clear they don't like you. They don't like our people. They bash on our people all the time. And then we're not gonna ally with those people. Heavenly Father, we say thank you for everything you've been doing. We say thank you for everything that you did in the past, in the present, and all that we surely be doing in the future. We ask the nation to pray for our beloved sister Delia Jackson. She has her surgery for tomorrow. Keep the sister in your prayer. And for those of you that have your white candle, you can supercharge a candle for the sister's success, and pray for our beloved brother Eliezer and his wife and his family. They are going through a lot, and pray for our beloved sister Alisa. She's going through a lot. Pray for our beloved brother Ronnie and his beloved mother, Sister Belinda, and pray for them and keep them in your prayer. By the beautiful and powerful power, the mighty one vested in me, and he can take it anytime he feel like. I leave all of you in peace. Go in peace, beloved brothers and sisters. Okay, go in peace. Just excuse me. Just a little announcement for those of you that sent your Pentacle. I have received them. I have received at least 7 of them so far, and well, I've received from 7 people. The people that order things that go straight to my PO box, I don't have your address in there. I have your name though. I have your name, but I do not have your address. I have the address of the place that sent it. We have a sister over there in Sweden, and I have the name of the place, but I do not. I have the address of the place that sent it to me, but I do not have yours. The proper way to do, you can do it like that though, as long as you sent me the address. The proper way is to order it, get it, and then send it to us. And it's doing better, brethren. We have I think the master said they can do this year round after the 12th. Again, the 12th, March 12th is your last day to do this. So I have received them, and everything is doing all right. We just ask you that if the company can send it to a PO box, good. If they can't, you may have to get it and then send it with the return address so we can send it back. Everything is doing well. Everything is doing good. Everything is on track. All right. Now, concerning the thing that happened with those people that look like us, and then they go around, brethren. Okay, we're not making this up. They've been bashing our people. They call our people all sort of name. They are the one that reinforce the stereotypes of negative stereotype thing that we have upon us. Those are the people that bash and beat on their own people. Okay, those are the symbols or symbol, like the great Dr. Claude Anderson in the understand explain unto us. Those are the symbols. Okay, and Dr. Anderson said you don't play with the symbol. You don't let a symbol back into the pact. Those are the symbol that betray the pact. You don't let them back in there. There are serious consequences that need to be taken with the symbol. And Dr. Claude Anderson made it very clear. He said, you see, in the so-called Chinese community, and the so-called over there in little China in New York or wherever they have a little China over there, if one of them dare to betray the community, they'll find this fellow floated in the river with his throat slit. Dr. Claude Anderson made it very clear that you don't play with the symbol. They are very dangerous. Anybody that willing to literally sell their own people and bash on them all the time, and then now, okay, well now then the mighty one deal with them, and then our people like praying for this person. I see people are holding prayer and saying like, oh well, she didn't deserve that. You have no idea what those people are doing behind closed door, man. You have no idea what those people are doing to other mothers out there, or the fathers that lost their children. That one day they just wake up and then they say, "Oh, your kid is missing" and stuff. You have no idea what those people are doing, man. You have no idea what they are doing in closed door to satisfy their own filth, their own stuff. And then now they're being dealt with. Like the same thing go to that fellow, that Ellen dancing Twitch witch fellow guy. Is that guy over there. 988 in the hotel room and stuff like that. Hey man, listen, Bridget. At this point right now, then again, that has nothing to do with the people in the nation here. Okay, that has nothing to do with it. The people in the nation here are all on code. All right, I was watching certain other channel that just pop up. I don't even know those channels. I see black people like, crying and like, oh, what's going on? Why are strong black women not dying? That's not strong, man. You think the ability to talk very loud and scream all the time, that mean you're strong? Nah, being strong is being in this truth and not giving up. That's what that is, man. Now, to move in with the house of Capricorn, I believe the brother Big Judah made a video. He was asking if anybody got more information about that. I'm pretty sure the nation have way more information about Capricorn and what's going to happen in Capricorn. Okay, what happened is whenever you're in the house of Capricorn, and whenever you're entering November the 2nd and the 3rd, when you're about to enter the house of Capricorn in December 21st, you have to prepare everything before in the house of, I believe, Aquarius. Is that what that is? Yes. On 9 November. Anyway. The house of Capricorn, it is ruled by, of course, Shabbatai, the highest planet. The color is black, and the metal is lead. Shabbatai is very powerful. Okay, the 7 pentacle of Shabbatai is extremely powerful. One of these pentacle indeed was used to destroy our whole planet. Okay, we talk about this story all the time. One of the quote unquote planet that the mighty one had. These people, they didn't repent. They keep going on and stuff. And one angel went over there and said the name of the Holy One. The whole planet blew up. So based on our study or whatever that we come up with, it was used one of the pentacle of Shabbatai. If you study those pentacles, you'll see the one that did this. Now, one of the main Shabbatai is like is like the last frontier. Is like Shabbatai is the last, well, the first planet, because when you are talking about the mystical spiritual things, you're going from the bottom, which is this the earth. Planet earth is the first, okay, and then when you leave the earth, you go up, you take the moon. Okay, when you leave the moon, you go up, you take Kokav, which is Mercury, today that we are here. And then when you leave Mercury, okay, you're supposed to take well, yes, when you leave Mercury, you find no, you leave the according to the excuse me, according to the book of Solomon. Okay, Shabbatai is the first, the highest one. Below Shabbatai is Madim. Okay, okay, below Madim is Jupiter. Okay, Madim is Zedek. Zedek is third, and below Zedek is the sun. The sun is fourth, and below the sun is Noga. Noga is fifth. Below Noga is Kokav. No, Kokav is sixth. Below Kokav is Levana. Levana is seven, and below Levana's the last one is the earth. So Shabbatai is the highest one. Okay, this is really strange. The highest planet was supposed to be the lightest and has the lightest metal and the lightest color. No, it has the heaviest gravity, the heaviest metal, and the heaviest element. Do you know out of all the four elements, Earth is the heaviest? Earth is literally gravity. Therefore, Shabbatai Earth which is Capricorn. That's like the heaviest. So Shabbatai play a very very big role. Of course, the word Shabbatai come from the word Shabbat or Shabbath or Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat would mean a day of rest and stuff. All those things were meant to be esoteric. That's why I see people fighting for the whole which day is the Shabbat, which day is that, which day is this thing, is that this is very completely different from what we've been studying. Shabbatai symbolize a planet of peace and rest, a planet of somber. Okay, all right. Shabbatai have two, just like all the planets. It has the plus and minus. Okay, positive and negative, and Shabbatai, the so-called people that were born on the day of when Shabbatai is influenced, they're calling them the Shabbatites or the Saturnite or the Saturnian. We have a lot of Saturnian in the midst of us. Okay, they have no problem being lonely and stuff. It's not like they really hated everyone. It's just that's what they are. They got a little. They don't really do that partying out there and be in the midst of people and stuff. And they are by nature telepath. Okay, they can literally look you in the eye and then know what you're thinking, whether whether you want to believe it or not. They have certain ability that is they graph this ability from the planet. Okay, it is always good, beloved, if you can find the time that you were born. Okay, it's important, but it's not that important. Remember the time that you were born. There's a planet that will, for instance, right now we're in Biron. We just entered Biron. Okay, there's a planet today that directed Biron. For instance, if a child is born right now, that child would be a Kokavite. Okay, and then it would be born with this and the hour of, I'm not quite sure which planet is now. It could be, let's say, in the hour of Jupiter. Okay, so those are the balance and the things you want to know, you want to get. Each of us that were born with, all of us have a balance in us. You need to find it and balance your life. Shabbatai by nature, dark, gloomy, and all that, but there is life. You could be a Shabbatai, but you were born in the hour of the sun. You could be a Shabbatite, you were born an hour of the sun, or you could be a Shemashite, you were born in the hour of Shabbatai. And when you are, for instance, your zodiac, you gotta look at the planet that ruled by your zodiac. You need to have a good relationship with this planet and the planet that you were influenced, you were born in. For instance, I am well, especially the so-called Shemeshites. Okay, I'm a Shemeshite Aries and a Shemeshite Madimite because Madim will Aries and stuff. I already decode all my stuff come from the Bible. I'm not allowed to divulge that to you online because my mission is not over. Not by a long shot. My mission is not over yet. They had revealed a bunch of stuff that I'm supposed to do, and then it is just recently, Brethren, very recently, I start taking this thing very, very seriously. I was taking it seriously, but when I realized the length, a certain event that happened, and I was in the midst of it, and I realized, yo, you know what? I gotta do this. Okay. And the Most High is slowly and surely bringing more and more people. Remember, the priests have to anointed the king, brethren. Okay. All right. So now, because of the house of Capricorn is the house where Cain's Abel was. This thing was done unto him. He was buried in this house, doing that when this planet was ruling, and then his spirit went and habited this the whole zodiac about this thing. The so-called Shabbatites are known as judges. Okay, they are the judge. The main judge on Shabbatai, his name is Cain's brother. We don't say the name just like we don't say other name. When you read it in the Bible, skip the name. Don't say it because you have quote unquote certain power that is coming out of your mouth, out of your lips. Certain words that come out of there, they have power. Okay, you don't want to invoke something for no reason because you have the ability to do this. How? Which one of you read the community page where one of our sister read use the second pentacle of Madim to cure a sacrum? Is that what that is? Did you see this? We are not making this up. We are not just saying those things to make you feel good. Those things actually do work. Okay? Somebody defined this disease sacrum. Is that what that is? I'm not too familiar with this. But the sister was, she was communicating with me before, and then we talk about it. We talk, and then she decided to do this. She made it herself. She made it herself. Now, for those of you that choose to get again the pentacle of the third and fourth pentacle of Jupiter, well, of Zedek, again, you need to get something strong going. You need to get something strong, like a business going. You need to aim really high. You cannot have this and then you're still working in McDonald's somewhere that you can't, you get paid well, but you need something. You need to deliver a blow, and the financial strain, and then you will go further. Those things work when you put the work in. Okay, so the people that saw this and you see how those things has power in it. I have received at least 2 or 3 second pentacle of Madim. They are really good. They work really well. I highly recommend this to anyone that have any disease that they can cure or they want to cure. Because, excuse me, the second pentacle of Madim, it's there for any kind of disease. As long as you apply to it, it will heal it. Okay, but you need the person that needs to do this. You need to purify yourself. Okay, sacrum is the lumbar of the pelvis. I believe it's a pelvic subtype of ailment. Okay, now anytime you are doing any consecration or you doing anything serious, any bath or pre-bath, the first thing you do, you purify yourself. There are many ways to do this. Over here, we purified ourselves with water and salt. You can put a bucket, put the water in there, put the salt in there, and cut 7 key lime. Okay, we use key lime in this nation. The key lime is the lime that is green but it's small. It's very small. Okay, all right. You put 7 key lime. You just cut them, or you press the juice in there. You need the juice. You press the juice. You can drop the key lime in there. Now, for the women, I would recommend you do this once a month. Right after your womanness, you do a bath of purification, or you do it whenever you want. So you purified yourself, you purify yourself every month. I recommend this for everybody every month. Purify yourself, you'll see your life will be a hell of a lot better. Okay, all right. I had no doubt that the sister did the bath, especially the people that did the core cleansing. Things are working better. They are seeing much more result, much more things. We got a beloved brother over there, and in North Dakota, the brothers is doing okay. There's a lot of people that are remote around. They are doing well because they take this H serious, man. Okay, it's some of you, like they say, some of you are born initiates, some of you are born with certain powers. You don't know. Is it only now you start realizing, wow, I know I could do this thing? Okay. Right now, beloved, we have the opportunity to go even further. This is probably the furthest the nation ever will make it, or the furthest the nation good grief, excuse me, have made it so far. Okay. Why am I saying those things, beloved? Well, one of the main reasons I'm saying those things, you're on the right path. Let no one bring fear upon you. Let no one telling you everything that you're doing. Well, if you are studying the zodiac and so on, witchcraft and all that, let no one tell none of this nonsense to you. Everything is written up there. They can mess with your book. They can mess with the record of your book. They cannot mess with the heaven. They can't do that. They cannot mess with the heaven. They can declare, oh, Pluto is no longer a planet. Say it doesn't mean it so. So I'll tell my people, keep on studying. I have received certain questions from our brethren that are new and trying to get into this truth, and concerning what Bible they need to get. My recommendation, my advice to you, will get the oldest Bible you can get. Certain Bibles, specifically the one from 1800s and the 1700s. Get the oldest Bible you can get, the one that have the precept in them. Okay, get the oldest you can get, the King James version. Okay, get the oldest that you can get. All right, if you can get the oldest Bible, okay, get the oldest Bible you can get, 1800 King James version. That's the one I will advise. The one that have the precept, they may not be from the 1800, 1900. Look at if they have the precept and the apocrypha. The apocrypha is very important. In the book of Maccabee, they talk about the Kabbalah, the 72 holy name of God. That's why they remove it in there. See, your Bible talk about the Kabbalah, but if you say anything about Kabbalah, and people, oh, you demons, witchcraft, because the Bible say nothing about this. Yes, it does. I have a very old Bible there, very, very old Bible. Okay, that's why you can get in and have it. Now, for the brethren that are studying, that were in other mysticism circle or whatever and stuff like that, uh, what they said again, excuse me, like the people say, I just lost my train of thought here. Ah, boy. Hmm. Okay, well, the very old Bible, those are that they have the precept. I believe they start removing the precept back in the 50s. I believe. Yeah, they are hard to find, but if you go to Etsy, try to find Etsy and eBay. Okay, Amazon you won't find it. I'm not quite sure. You can try, but I'm not quite sure you can find it on Amazon. Try to your local Craigslist where they sell books. Just type antique Bible. Okay, a used bookstore, antique Bible. You will find them. Okay, any ancient book, especially the book that they are forbidden. Like I was saying before, the beloved that are in other circle of mysticism or whatever, and you are start, or you were part of them, or you just joined them. Um, all of those stuff are our stuff. Okay, now you have a different mindset. You don't study to please men. You don't study to try to reach their quote unquote their degree so they can put title upon you and stuff like that. You study the best that you can study. You ask the mighty one and the Holy Spirit, and especially your guardian angel, for guidance. You will receive it, you will pass it. You don't have to leave anything. I'm not the one to I have Christian brethren, full grown church Christian, that are asking me what this mean, what that mean. I tell them straight up. Like I made a vow a long time ago, I'm done telling people don't go to church, don't do anything. If the mighty one call you, you will get out your own. You will realize the truth. You say, wait a minute, nah, I can't be in this church right now. I can't be there. I'm committing a very great offense. I will not be the one to sit there and shock you into get out of the church or into this truth. I don't do that. Well, not anymore. You want information? We'll share it with you. You will make your decision. I don't want anybody, brethren, to come over here and start studying with us, and then come you find out that this thing is real, and then you blame us. Say, okay, well, I was the one who enticed you or made you afraid of the church, and then you would have never got out. No, we want, if you step into this thing, you step on your own. You step on your own. And one last thing concerning the people that are seeking the truth. Once you get an old Bible, try to get an old Bible dictionary with picture in them. They are excellent. The one that the dictionary with pictures, depicted things in there. They are excellent. The old one, the oldest, the best, the better. All right, I receive a question like this, so I just wanted to share that with the stuff. The maps doesn't matter because the maps are all fake. If they have maps and picture, yes, but some of the picture of certain things, certain plants, they sit in there. You're good. Thank you, beloved brother. You will also find more of the information aligning with aspects of yourself on the following pages. You listen, that's why we have to put that book out. Most of the stuff that we are speaking, brethren, those are deep studies that we've done ourselves. It's not like those things are in one book. We just find it on this book. Those things come up to us, and we find them in the book of Solomon, or the book that I'm not even allowed to say it here. We find out all of those things. So you need to do the research. If you are born under this planet, you do the research about this planet. If we are born in this house that is ruled by this planet, you do research on that. You take the positive, you balance it with the negative. And if you're one of those guys that like can't get enough of it, I'll tell you to go to all the 12 schools, study all the 12 schools. All the 12 schools, all the 12 houses. That's why I study all the 12 planets, all the 7 planets. I'm not done doing all the 12 houses. As a guy, because when people come in and ask me a question about, what is about the house of Virgo, what's going on in there? Well, the house of Virgo has these things, is that you can go there and learn certain things. Oh, this house of that, this house of this, and things like that. Okay. So that's what I would recommend. Okay, take it easy, man. You have nothing to prove to anyone. You have nothing to prove to anyone, especially to me. You have nothing to prove to me. A lot of people say, "Well, I want to become just like you and stuff." I said this before. You will need to put a lot of weight, an unhealthy amount of weight on you to become just like me. You gotta be very specific when you say you want to be like me. So be very careful, because you really don't know who I am and what I am. So if you truly want to be like us, this is the amount of work that you have to put. This is the amount of work that you're gonna have to do, and this thing is serious, man. You're not gonna be doing this thing, brothers, to seek after your own vain glory. It won't work. You do need to work. I will let me emphasize again. Anytime you are using a pentacle or you're about to do something serious, purification. The best purification, salt water. You put a few key limes in there, or if you don't have the actual key lime, but you can buy the lemon juice, the lime juice, so to speak, and you put 7 drops in there. You mix it in there. You bathe. You can put vinegar. Okay, 7 drop of vinegar, 7 drop of key lime, and 7 drop of salt. And then 7 drop for the 7 planet or whatever, 7 day, 7 archangel, and then you mix it. You bathe yourself. You bathe. When I'm bathing myself, when I'm taking mine, this is what I do. I bathe facing east, and I take a pot and I pull it, pour it, and I said all the whatever negative waves that are on me, that are on the east, get out, and I face the south. Do the same thing, get out, face the north, get out, face the west, get out. And then after that, I do it again. I say all the positive things that are in the east come in, and all the ones that are in the west come in, the one that are in the north come in, the one that are in the south come in. First thing first you need to do is to get things out of you. Some of you have terrible things within you, man. Things you caught up in childhood, trauma, and all that. You need to get those things out of you, man. You need, because once the book get out, there will be a lot of operation in there. A lot of them won't work for you because you have things on you. You have to get those things off. Once you get those things off, a lot of things you're going to try, they will work because you don't have any negative effects on you. Okay, which one of you have done the before we move to the next subject, the black hole, the spiritual black hole lately? you know Pull out certain negative energy in your home, especially when you had a person that was living in your house, that person move out, that person left negative energy there. You gotta suck up those energy and throw them away. you know yeah, I the sister called the other day. She had some issue happen, and then it's gonna be a year though. We haven't done it. You must do it. You don't have to do it every year or every time, but anytime you felt something blocked you. You felt like, I should have get that thing. I should have got this job. I shouldn't get involved in this accident. What the hell is going on? Then you go ahead, you do this. If you're not black, don't worry about it. If someone were in the same home that you were, and there's a roommate, a husband, a wife, a boyfriend move out, you need to get the spiritual black hole done, suck up everything, and then go throw it away. Purify the house, purify yourself. How do you purify the house? The same way you purified yourself, but except with the mop. Just mop up the whole house with it, but instead put a little vinegar in there. If you have carpet, you can get one of those things. They have them in certain store. One of the carpet cleaner. You put the water, the salt. You push a little, a 7 drop of key lime juice in there, some vinegar, and then you mop up the thing, clean out the whole house. Let a little frankincense in there, and then clean the whole thing. You don't need those negative energy with you, and you had a very negative person come visit you, somebody that you freaking hate their guts, somebody you don't like, somebody that has a terrible energy with them. They come in your home, and then when they left, you purify the house. Always, man. It is very important to do this. As today is a Wednesday, we will ask the nation to meditate. What would you meditate today? I would recommend, you can meditate on anything. I would recommend on thoughts observation, train of thoughts. I recommend you train your thoughts. How do you do this? You set your alarm or whatever that you have for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you before you begin, I would advise you to take 7 breaths. then begin meditate. Of course, you don't do anything in the darkness. You have your light with you. Okay, you have your candle. You take 7 breaths, and then you start thinking. When I say thinking, you just let any thoughts come in. You just observe them. You observe them for 5 minutes. Just observe whatever thoughts of working, um, thoughts of the kids, the game, the rent, stress. Let them all come for 5 minutes. Observe them. You do that today, and then after 5 minutes, write whatever that you can. Write down whatever that you can remember. Do this. If you can do this 2 times a day, every day you add 1 more minute. For instance, you do it today 2 times, 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, and tomorrow you do 6 minute morning, 6 minute on the afternoon or at night, and the next following day is 7 minutes on the morning, 7 minutes at night, and then the following 8 minutes, nine, until you reach 7 days, which will give you 12 minutes in total for a whole week. Observe your thought. What kind of thoughts that you have? Good thoughts, unpleasant thoughts, observe them. That is why we told our people to stop watching the news, stop watching negative people, anybody that bringing you a negative energy, anybody that keep out there. Oh, the rapture is going to happen. Actually, it's already happened. I was raptured, but yet they sent me down there to tell you they're gonna rapture you, and then after that I'll be raptured with you. Yeah, whatever, man. Thought training, brethren. I will recommend. You can do your regular meditation though, but thought training. If you can meditate every morning, every night, observe your thought. What kind of thought I'm having, and then once you do that, we will move to the next step. You gotta fit your mind, man. Man, this will help you deal with certain. If you remember certain things that happened to you in the past, don't fight it. Let it flow. Observe it, and then write it down. Write it down a little special journal. You know, that's why I did again. Stop watching bad news. Stop watching black people getting shot and killed, or two black men shoot each other over a $2 bill. You know, don't do that. I was gonna play the video of the good doctor, Doctor John Campbell, but I will do this tomorrow. Please, beloved, at join us tonight at 8 p.m. for the Black Pullet back part 4. Okay, which one of you been enjoying the book, Bridget? Have you been enjoying the book? All right, all right. All right, to the people out there, enjoy it, enjoy it. It's a pretty good book. It's really hard backward to translate, but it's very well. The best way to do it is study the French version. That is, if you wish French. I have a sister in Paris. The sister in Paris, in France, I receive your pentacle. It's all good. We got people in Sweden. I believe Sweden. No, wait, is this Sweden or Swedish? Or Switzerland. Switzerland speak French. Yes, Sweden speak German and another language. I forgot. I gotta get my German going on. I dropped the whole German thing, you know, because I wanted to talk when I was like in high school. I wanted to talk with a German girl. She was a cousin and she was a friend of one of my cousins. She was a black German girl. She only speak German, nothing else. And I was trying to impress her by speaking German, and then she got married, and I dropped the whole thing. Oh, what a heartbreak! So I gotta go ahead and restore this thing again. So yeah, the English English version and the French version, they are not the same. Especially the word of power, they changed them. In English, they changed them to something else. Remember, the word of power, brethren. It's they are the language of the sage. They are the language of they are mysterious language. All right. Remember when the genie came in and then was speaking to this master. He said three words and then he laughed. The master said four words and then they laughed. So that's what that is. Yeah, vinegar is very powerful. Or if you live by the beach, brethren, go ahead and then take a bath in a beach. Purify yourself. You live by the river. The people that live by the river, the beach, you are blessed, man. There's so much thing you can do. Anyway, brethren, uh, anyway, I will see you tonight. Okay, we will study tonight. For those of you that wish to study with us, we will study, and the story get more and more and more interesting. You will understand a lot of things since you are getting into this stuff. Okay, beloved, I say, fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever. Study to show thyself approved unto the mighty one, not unto men, definitely not unto me. All right, study, beloved. Okay, study. Support our brethren, our sister, and pray for them. And remember, whatever a man soweth, when the harvest time came in, we cannot do like the Gentiles, brethren. Okay, we have to sow good stuff, so our harvest will be also good. Shalom. Where is that? There we go. All right.